Good evening, people. This is a segment which I've been itching to do ever since the Indian World Cup squad was announced, and extremely disheartened with the way BCCI has done the selection. It is probably the worst selection ever for a cricket World Cup. Probably the worst, and it defies all logic what has happened here. If we try to say something, if the fans try to say something, then we will be deshodrohi, traitors, because we are not supporting the Indian cricket team. So we are not allowed to go ahead and be critical of the team selection. But I'm sorry, I cannot keep quiet, because I think some very deserving players have been left out, who have played excellent cricket the whole year around, and then just because some fellas are chummy with the captain, they get to play in the 15 player squad while the others are singled out. Essentially, there is no change with the team which has gone for Asia Cup. So the team which has gone for Asia Cup, I think they were all very pally, and then they said, okay, let's all go for the World Cup. Remember one thing, Rohit Sharma, if you lose the World Cup, if you lose badly to any team, it is going to be curtains for you. You had a say, you could have chosen a good team, whereas you went with a team so that all your buddies could be there in the team. That is exactly what has happened here. There is no other excuse for what has happened here. I will take each and every name and I will say whether they are deserving to be in the team or not. So the first is Rohit Sharma. Rohit Sharma has no business to be in the Indian cricket team. Okay, he's just the captain. That's the reason why he's there in the Indian cricket team. He's making hundreds, 50s against minnows, against Nepal, and all sorts of teams which are like who are not even up to the standard. They are not even close to the standard. Like one of the top international standards. He's making hundreds there, and then he's making his teammates take his own interview. So Virat Kohli takes his interview. 71st one day century. Hello Rohit Sharma, play against Pakistan. Okay, make 100 against Pakistan first. Okay, make 100 against all the top class bowlers of Pakistan, top class bowlers of Australia, top class bowlers of England. Then we'll talk. Okay, not these under 25 players of Nepal. Ridiculous. So I personally think Rohit Sharma shouldn't be even in the team, but we can't help it. He's the captain. The Indian management has reposed their faith in him, and but his respect, the respect I had for Rohit Sharma, is down in the dumps. Whatever respect I had for him is gone, completely gone. The only way, Rohit Sharma, you can earn this respect back from your fans is if you can get the World Cup for us. Right now, you're nothing. You're just an IPL hunk, and you didn't even play well in the IPL. Okay, nothing else. And you could only do well and for Mumbai Indians because Jasprit Bumrah used to be there with you. Minus Jasprit Bumrah, you are nothing. And absolutely disheartened with the way you didn't back the deserving players who should have been in your side. Even if your form was bad, acceptable that the Indian team, the captaincy is like a crown of thorns. But you be brave and take the best side, take the best team. What is this team here? What have you taken? Who are these guys you've taken? Are you mad? Or have all these clowns been chosen by Mr. Ajit Kagarkar, who is a joker, I believe, right now? He came in right now and he has chosen this side. If you win, I'll tell you I am the joker, Ajit Agarkar. Then I am the joker, I am the clown. But if we lose badly, you you will never be forgiven for what you did to the Indian cricket team. We are thirsty for a World Cup. This is not the team you go in with, who are absolutely ill at form right now. Second player, Shubman Gill. Shubman Gill is just resting on his past laurels for the past 5 or 6 one day internationals, T20 internationals. He is really playing very poorly. Judging on his recent form, Shubman Gill shouldn't have been here. I had told before the Asia Cup, the squad which was chosen, you have to bring in Rituraj Gaikwad. He's a free-flowing batsman. He's a free-flowing stroke player, fearless. He's made in the same mold as Ishan Kishan. You need to give that person a chance, an opportunity. No, we will take Shubman Gill. Why? Because he had an awesome IPL and he had some great scores just after that. After that, what happened? How has he fared after that? Against Pakistan, what did he do? He he played a test match literally. You and the announcement at the 12th hour, in the late hours, you are announcing the team. You think the Indian cricket fans will not understand the politics behind taking a team like this? Ridiculous, ridiculous. So I also feel Shubman Gill, judging by his present form, shouldn't be in the Indian cricket team. I'll tell you, Rohit Sharma, Shubman Gill, they will make huge scores against the minnows. In the round robins, you will have the minnows, and 1 or 2 matches, maybe against some very strong opposition, they might make some good scores. But what we need is consistency. I'm really not sure about both our openers, how consistent they are, judging by their present form. So, as it is, our opening partnership, our openers, they are not at their best form, they are not playing well, and these two people, I feel, they should have been completely taken out, and Ishan Kishan and Rituraj Gaikwad should have opened the batting for India if we had to win the World Cup. We can't help it. Rohit Sharma will come because he's the captain. So we have to take him. It's a necessary evil, literally, nothing else. So finally, Rohit Sharma, Shubman Gill at the top of the order is a complete no-no from me. Complete no-no, judging by their present form. You cannot judge, you cannot go ahead and select two players based on what they have achieved. You have to take them based on their current form, how sharp their reflexes are. Right now, cricket is a young man's game. It is not an old man's game. Okay, so you have to go ahead and choose the best people with the best reflexes. Rituraj Gaikwad in 4 years' time, where will he be? Right now, he's playing one of his best cricket. You should have taken him. It is extremely wrong and unfair, and it is unpardonable that you have not gone ahead and taken Rituraj Gaikwad in this team. He's a brilliant player who should have been there. One down, Virat Kohli. Yes, Virat Kohli has to be there, but Virat Kohli has to understand that please yaar, बहुत भाईचारा, बहुत friendship, बहुत giving medals to people and all those things I've done. Now please get your game mode on. You are really not clicking in the crucial critical games. You need to click and you really need to deliver. You are the best batsman in the world, so you need to deliver. You cannot just go ahead and play and you get out and you go home and you say, oh, it's okay, these things can happen. Don't play with a curved bat. Don't commit yourself to strokes too much in the front foot. Listen, Sachin Tendulkar used to walk the talk. Look at his record in the World Cup. I don't think he has even failed in any one of the World Cups except for that one in which Ganguly was taken out by Greg Chappell, because that was a complete disaster of a World Cup. Look at him, Virat Kohli. Look at the way he used to prepare for these World Cup. He never failed in these World Cup. He used to give his very best in these World Cups. You have to go ahead and give your best in these World Cups. You have to excel. And the way you are playing right now, you feel people should be like, we should bow at your feet when you enter the ground. You are the greatest. No, you're not the greatest, Virat Kohli. The greatest was Sachin Tendulkar. Okay, you're not even close to his greatness. What you are, yes, you started playing cricket very soon, You had an electrifying run, but right now, this run wherein you are experienced, it is 50-50. Some matches you play amazingly well, some matches you just flop like anything. So you have to go ahead and get your game mode on. You cannot. How can Virat Kohli miss catches? You are one of the best fielders in the team, and you're missing catches, dollies. Please, I have no issues with Virat Kohli being in the team. I think you cannot take Virat Kohli out. He is a game changer, but he needs to put his game mode on. And I don't think in recent times he has his game mode on, because he is a player who is treated like God in the team. Virat Kohli, please, okay, let him play one match and then let him not play this match, let him go home. You have to make him play more and more. That's how you stay sharp at this age. Did Sachin Tendulkar take layoffs? That no, I will play one day, then I will not play the test match. I have played one day so I can go home. But the board literally treats him like जहाँपना तुसी ग्रेट हो, आप आए हैं क्रिकेट खेलने, थैंक यू, वेरी गुड, आपने एक मैच खेल लिया, वेरी गुड, नाउ कम होम एंड यू कैन स्पेंड सम टाइम इन योर हाउस एंड देन यू कैन योर डॉटर एंड वाइफ एंड एवरीथिंग, यू कैन एन्जॉय योर सेल्फ एंड देन अगेन you will go and play matches. No offense, I'm not telling you don't spend your time with your family, you should, but we need to win the World Cup, Virat. We need it. Enough is enough. Enough of all this rubbish and thrash and noise. You have to go in there and win the World Cup for us. How long will we wait? It is a long time. It's been over a decade. So please do that. Now, next player, Shreyas Iyer. I really think yes, that is a good inclusion. That is a even though he's not got much game time, he has just come back from an injury, but I'll tell you why I still feel Shreyas Iyer should be there, and maybe I'm a little biased and I'm thinking that yes, he has eaten up a space. But the point is, Shreyas Iyer is the future captain of India. The kind of level head he has, the way he plays, he is on a different level altogether, and you should give him more and more time so that he matures and blossoms into a good leader for the Indian cricket team, and at the same time hone his batting and go forward. I feel Shreyas Iyer should be there in the Indian team. It will take some time, okay, but I'm quite sure at the top of the order we really don't have a lot of consistency and depth. It looks good on paper, Rohit Sharma, Shubman Gill, Virat Kohli, but unfortunately they are not in the prime of their form. And the problem is Shreyas comes in there. He's dependable, but there's another problem too. Is he's not got much match time. The only match time he will get right now is in the Asia Cup. So it's a kind of a 50-50. It's a gamble. But unfortunately, we didn't have any choice. We had to take it. He's a brilliant player. I just hope he quickly, lot of hopes, Shreyas, are riding on your shoulders. And I don't blame you even if you fail, because you've just come in. But you don't have an option of failing. And I think your choice is the best choice, because you belong in this Indian cricket team. You belong there. So you cannot be taken out in any way. You are the future Indian captain. So I just know that you have to be given as much time as possible so that you can again get back to your best form. Okay, so I have no problems with Shreyas's inclusion. Shreyas is definitely it's a good call. It's a gamble, but hopefully it pays off. KL Rahul. He has not even played one match. He has not even played one match till now after his injury. What can you like? What else can you infer from all this? I have no issues with KL Rahul right now, because what's his fault? He just said he put up his hands and he said I want to play. What's his fault? With the Indian team management, makes such a absurd decision of playing a batsman who has not even recovered from his injury? We don't even know here whether he has recovered from his injury. He has not even played one full one day international, and you take him in the side. For what? For what? You can have an extra wicket keeper. Take Sanju Samson if you want, because he's played more matches than him. He's a little game ready. Better than at least KL Rahul. Why do you take him? In my opinion, I don't think we should take a spare wicket keeper. I don't think we should. It would have benefited us a lot by taking KL Rahul out and putting in one more seamer, that is Arshdeep Singh. He is a brilliant bowler, and he really gives his heart and soul when he bowls. And Arshdeep Singh is not even there in the team just because of KL Rahul. Just because Mr. KL Rahul, again another Jahapana, Mr. सम्राट जहाँपना तुसी ग्रेट हो, आप आ गए हैं, सो प्लीज़ आ जाइए, हमारी टीम में आ जाइए, आप ठीक है ना, आप ठीक है ना. कोई मैच नहीं खेलना है, वेस्ट इंडीज़ टूर नहीं खेलना है भाई. क्यों खेलेंगे? आपका प्रॉब्लम होगा ना, आपको दर्द हुआ है ना, आपको इंजरी हुआ है ना. यू प्लीज़ रिलैक्स, डू योर एड्स, डू एवरीथिंग, प्लीज़ कम बैक, टेल अस as soon as you come back, tell us. Then what we will do is we are going to take you for an all expenses paid vacation to Sri Lanka. Enjoy yourself there, go to the beaches, recuperate and everything, and then as a prize, we will give you a position in the Indian Cricket World Cup team. I hope you are happy, Mr. KL Rahul. I think Mr. Jaisha must have gone ahead and told him just like that. What else can I say? Or Mr. Ajit Kagarkar said, yes, thank you. I have to. Wow, you have come. Very good. Please sit in the bench. Don't relax, okay? You don't have to face the fiery bowling of Pakistan. We did not blood you in the first match. आपको अगर injury हो जाता तो क्या होता? Then we couldn't choose you. We couldn't take you in the Indian cricket team. Been very bad. So we will. That's why we didn't let you play in the first match. These things we are watching, BCCI, Mr. Ajit Agarkar, Mr. Rohit Sharma, we are watching these things. You think we are fools? We are fools. What you are doing here? And the worst part is you are making good, honest cricketers suffer. Where is Arshdeep Singh? Where is Rituraj Gaikwad? Didn't they play their heart out to qualify for this team all the whole year around, leading up to the World Cup? And you've not taken them? Right now, what has happened with the Indian team is there's a poem, water everywhere, not the boats that shrink, water everywhere, not a drop to drink. That is exactly what has happened for the Indian cricket team. We had so much of talent surrounding us that we could not go ahead and take the right people which could fit or make an Indian cricket team, right? And they could deliver. There were so many experimentations and permutations, and eventually it led up to a point where they went to the Asia Cup, and then I think Mr. Rohit Sharma, Ajit Agarkar and all of them sat together and said, यार किसके साथ चाय पानी थोड़ा ज़्यादा हुआ है उनको ले लेते हैं, हाँ अच्छा होगा, वो तो मेरा दोस्त है ना, मोटा भाई इसको ले लेते हैं ना, दोस्त है मेरा. अरे यार वो मैच नहीं खेला, अरे क्या है यार, मैच नहीं खेला तो क्या है, अरे दोस्त है मेरा, हम लोग एक साथ चाय पानी पीते हैं, ले लेते हैं उसको. This is how the squad has been chosen, and even if it has not been chosen, it seems so. You all should be ashamed of what you have done with the Indian cricket team. The Indian selectors, BCCI, you all should be ashamed of it. I hope the Indian cricket team with this kind of a modball team still wins, but I don't know. It is an insult to the players who are hard-working, who are doing a great job, like Sanju Samson, Arshdeep Singh, Rituraj Gaikwad. Where are they? Prasidh Krishna, he really did well in that one or two matches where he played. I'm just mystified with how you have actually gone ahead and chosen this side. It defies all logic. Chahal, he's our best spinner. You've not taken him. You've not taken Chahal. Are you guys crazy? Is there some problem with your head or something? You guys definitely don't understand cricket, because if you look at the records of any one of these cricketers, and I'll name them: Chahal, then Rituraj Gaikwad, Arshdeep Singh, just these three cricketers. Look at their records and look at some of the records of these players here. KL Rahul, can you match up the records of these three players with KL Rahul, who has been out of action for so long, and he's there in that Indian team? Are you joking? Are you guys mad? Defies all logic. Defies all logic. I have no words. I think, anyways, take him. He'll be playing in those matches where you play against the minnows, and some of the star players will take a breather on those matches, and hopefully KL Rahul will deliver in those matches. That's what the team management feels like. I personally think it is one of the stupidest decisions ever, making, in order to give more depth to your batting, you're sacrificing on the bowlers, and that will be the downfall of Indian team in this World Cup. You have sacrificed so much on the bowling attack. It lacks teeth. It doesn't have anybody in the bowling attack. Nobody is there. The bowling attack is so mothballed, you cannot believe it. And I'll tell you why the bowling attack is so mothballed and so like screwballed that you cannot, like, I have no words to say what the bowling attack is. Can you believe it, guys? Listen, you had two matches in Asia Cup. One against Pakistan and one against Nepal. Against Pakistan, the whole top order collapsed. Whole top order collapsed. Except for Hardik Pandya and Ishan Kishan. Still you didn't understand what is the weakness in your team. Still you didn't understand. Still you didn't realize that you have to tweak this team a little so that we are prepared for the World Cup. Your objective is not to defeat Nepal. Your objective is not to defeat Bangladesh. Even though I don't know, they'll get you. In a few days' time or years' time, you will get. These players from Nepal, the average age is below 25, and they have scored more than 200 runs against you. Should be ashamed. You should be ashamed. And when that has happened, you've not realized that your bowling attack lacks so much of sheen that something needs to be done there. You need to give your bowling some depth, which is missing. I'm just dumbstruck with what has happened here. Anyways, after KL Rahul I think will be, I call him Hospital Rahul. So KL Rahul will probably be a very coveted drinksman throughout World Cup, and he's going to enjoy himself. So very good. Enjoy yourself, KL Rahul. I have no problems against you because you just put up your hands and said, I am fit. It's not your fault if the Indian cricket team, in the Indian selectors and the BCCI selected you. It's not your fault. But you don't deserve a place there. Right? You don't deserve a place. There were many more players who have played much better cricket than you, and you have not even played one shred of cricket for the past few months. And it's an insult to them that you are there in the side while they aren't. Okay? So, and it goes for the Indian selectors, Ajit Agarkar, Mr. Rohit Sharma, all of you. You all should be ashamed that you did not give deserving players who played their heart out in the past few months. You should be ashamed of that. There's no other words for it. You should be ashamed. Now, Ishan Kishan, yes, I have always maintained that he is probably one of those players who is, I know many people say, what are you talking about? But I think he's really in that mold of Sachin Tendulkar. He's just a little temperamental, but he needs to groom himself. But I see that flair in him. He's fearless. If Sachin actually played left-handed, and I would feel, I see glimpses of him of Sachin and Ishan Kishan. I know many people say that this is you're talking rubbish. He's much more flamboyant, Ishan. He's not as great and technically proficient as Sachin is, even at this age. But what I see is that thirst to learn, and he's fearless. That's the best thing about Ishan Kishan. He just he's fearless, and I think one good thing which has happened is, even though I really felt that okay, it's good to have him at the top of the order, but still, Ishan coming down the order gives the batting order a little more solidity rather than coming up the order, because he's a little iffy at the top when the ball is moving. So once the ball gets old, I think Ishan is better because he's got a very sharp eye and he can deliver. So I think yes, if he comes after Virat and Shreyas, it is a good move and it will work. Okay. After that, we have Surya Kumar Yadav. I think Surya Kumar Yadav is also an excellent player. But the point here again is Surya Kumar Yadav has to stop thinking 360-degree for one days and think just 90-degree. I have maintained this many times. He has to go ahead and play straight shots, copybook strokes, play a solid innings, and he has all the ammo in him. He just needs to go ahead and concentrate a little. He just cannot adapt to that one day format from 20 overs format, which is his undoing. But I think yes, Surya Kumar is also a good pick. But that's the problem, we've tried to put so much of batting strength everywhere that our bowling attack has got thinned out as a result. But yes, Surya Kumar Yadav is a must because he is one of the best batsmen of India right now, and he should be there in the one day team. Hardik Pandya, come on, yaar, I don't even want to say that he's one of those one of those very few people who will give their very best, and he may not be the best all rounder in the world, judging by his form or anything, but in key critical matches, in crucial matches, he delivers. Always he delivers. He could just work on his bowling a little bit and on his short pitch stuff, because sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So he needs to work on that. He needs to align his bowling to match his batting strength, because his batting is so good that his bowling needs to somehow bring about a balance, and that is where I think Hardik Pandya can be a very good that is where he has a little bit of a deficiency which needs to be worked into. Hardik Pandya, I have no issues. I think it's a great pick. Ravindra Jadeja again, you know, many people say it's an automatic choice, but for me it's a 75-25, because Ravindra Jadeja again, if you don't play him, he doesn't matter. And in the last World Cup, I still remember Ravi Shastri and Virat did not play him till the key match against New Zealand. That was such a ridiculous decision. I hope you play Ravindra Jadeja in every match, because he's a match winner. And he's again, Ravindra Jadeja is like a player who will be the best in one match, or he will be zero in one match. That is the problem I feel with him. He's an exceptional fielder in the outfield, good batsman, bowling pretty good. But what I'm a little scared about Ravindra Jadeja is sometimes he goes into this groove where he will just deliver a zero in one match, wherein he will just not deliver in any aspect. It happens with every player. It happens with him also. And when he goes through that rough patch, he's absolutely ineffective. So I just hope he kind of builds himself up for the World Cup. This is the biggest stage, Ravindra Jadeja. You have to be the best player of the tournament. Nothing else. You have to be the best all-rounder of this tournament. You have to be the Mohinder Amarnath of 1983 for this year's World Cup. That is what you have to become. So I just all the best to you. I hope you play well. Akshar Patel, I can't believe again why Akshar Patel was taken. Again, I have a lot of respect for Akshar Patel, I think he's a very gifted all-rounder, but he did not deserve a place in the Indian cricket team, judging by his present form. We needed, there were three choices which I again make, which would have really gone ahead and made this team solid. And again, I keep on repeating it: Chahal, Rituraj Gaikwad, and Arshdeep Singh. Instead, we have Akshar Patel, whose bowling is absolutely ineffective against the international sides. We see that he has really not picked up any wickets in all the international outings he's had. So he is a complete no-show, no-go in my opinion. These two players, Akshar Patel and KL Rahul, are complete passengers in this team. Nothing else. They shouldn't be there in this team. It has upset the whole balance of the team by taking these two people. So I just hope, like, I don't know, nothing can happen, but one thing is there: Akshar Patel in some of these home grounds is very good. He knows the pitch quite well. So I hope he does something with the bowling there, because there are some pitches wherein he is very comfortable with. As we observed in IPL, he can really bowl well. Hope that works for him. But otherwise, judging by his present form, I still feel that Akshar Patel again shouldn't have been there in this team. And no offense, I have nothing against Akshar Patel. He's a fine cricketer, but he was just not deserving of a position in the one day side right now. He was not. Chahal should have been there, who's a specialist spinner who can actually go ahead and take wickets. Ravi Bishnoi could have been put in there. A bowler who's potentially who can take wickets. Akshar Patel does not does not come up as a threat, against international sides. You don't look at Akshar Patel and say, okay, yeah, he will get a wicket. No, you don't. Against good, strong opposition. Ravi Bishnoi, yes. Chahal, yes. Arshdeep Singh, yes. You know that if we put them in, they might take a wicket. They will get a wicket. Akshar Patel, do you feel the same way? I don't think so. Then is Shardul Thakur. Shardul Thakur again is a very pronounced cricketer. He will bring the breakthroughs, He's the man with the golden arm. So if everybody fails, you can rely that Shardul Thakur will go ahead and bring the breakthrough. But then again, the biggest problem with Shardul Thakur again is consistency. You will not get consistency with Shardul Thakur. So just like Ravindra Jadeja, Shardul Thakur is also blow hot, blow cold. But Ravindra Jadeja, you cannot ignore him. You have to take him because he's a premier all-rounder. And you know that single-handedly he can make you win a match. Shardul Thakur, you cannot say that. He will do some itsy-bitsy impact on a match. But he's not going to go ahead and completely steamroll through a match. It can happen in IPL, but not in an international match. So that's where I feel Shardul Thakur, even though he has a character and attitude, he's very, I like that about Shardul Thakur, but I still felt that he didn't deserve a position on the side right now. He didn't. Jasprit Bumrah, most definitely yes. But have you looked at the funny part? We've got three players: Shreyas Iyer, KL Rahul, Jasprit Bumrah, just coming back from injuries, and they're immediately going into the World Cup with not much of match practice. So it's a big risk or a gamble we are taking. However, I would say yes, Jasprit Bumrah is our hope, because our bowling has nothing. Our bowling is completely toothless. The only threat which comes in is through Jasprit Bumrah. So he will have to quickly recover and quickly go ahead and give the bowling performance of his life in this World Cup. And one good thing is he's fresh. He's not played a lot of cricket. That is good for a player. Sometimes what happens is there's this overkill and there's this fatigue which catches up. I don't think you will get that with Bumrah, because he has not played cricket for a long time. So he's very fresh, raring to go. And I think this will be a very good World Cup for Jasprit Bumrah. Mark my words, I think he'll really do very well. All our hopes rest with him. Honestly speaking, the whole bowling attack is just based on one person only, and that is Jasprit Bumrah and Mohammad Siraj to a certain extent. No one else. Kuldeep Yadav, very hard-working spinner. I think yes, he should be there in the in this side, because in case you got a spinning track, the best would have been to put in Chahal and Kuldeep Yadav. Both of them bowling in tandem would have been an amazing proposition. So in that way, I think Kuldeep Yadav should be there in the team, but I still feel that Chahal is a much more potent spinner than Kuldeep Yadav. If you look at the records also, whatever I'm saying, you will agree to it. So Kuldeep Yadav, just because he played a little bit of a hand in a test match, doesn't automatically qualify him as Bradman, you know. He's not a cricketer, or he's not a batsman, I'm sorry. So bringing him in believing, okay, yaar, he's an all-rounder, he can do a little bit with the bat, he'll do with the ball, no. You should have rather gone, if you ask me if I had one choice between two spinners, I would have chosen Chahal, because he's a finger spinner. He spins the ball much more than Kuldeep Yadav, more experience and a much better bowler any day than Kuldeep Yadav if you're looking at spin. So taking Kuldeep Yadav, I would say in my team I would have also taken him, but not at the cost of Chahal. Because right now what it has become is you've taken Kuldeep Yadav at the cost of Chahal. Of course, at the cost of Chahal, you've taken a lot of passengers, KL Rahul, Akshar Patel, Shardul Thakur, but Kuldeep Yadav still should be there in the team. But the reason which was given is that we can't have too many spinners or whatever. I don't know. Mr. Ajit Agarkar knows better. I'm really disheartened with your selection, Mr. Ajit Agarkar. This is, as McEnroe said, all the pits of the world put together, this team selection. What you have done. Okay. I hope I can eat my words and Indian cricket team wins the World Cup. I'll really, Mr. Agarkar, I'll say great. You've done a great job and I was wrong. I just hope so. Nowadays, anybody who speaks against the Indian cricket team, we are traitors, Deshdrohi. We should just support the Indian cricket team blindly, even though the BCCI, captain, selectors, they're giving deserving players raw deals. Sorry, we are not going to go ahead and say that, do that, okay? If you do something wrong, we will talk, we will speak out. Now, Mohammad Shami, again a very favorite cricketer of mine, but unfortunately he's past his prime. Right now he's not at all lethal, he's not at all where he was once upon a time, and again taking him was a complete mistake. You should have taken Arshdeep Singh. Along with Arshdeep Singh, we could have had a variety of options like Ravi Bishnoi, Chahal, lot of other bowlers. Where rather you took Mohammad Shami. Look at his bowling. Look at the Nepal match. Those players are under 25. They have not even played international matches. And Shami could just take one wicket against them. Are you wearing blinkers? Can't you see there's something wrong? He should have been immediately taken out and he's fine. And Arshdeep Singh should have been put in there. Or Prasidh Krishna. You need youth. You need young blood which is fast and sharp. Not like this. You didn't take this guy when he was at his prime in certain key World Cup matches, I still remember. That was time of Ravi Shastri and Virat Kohli. The big guns. Huh? You didn't take him. And now he's in the side when he's past his prime. It's crime, literally. It's crime to take him when he's past his prime. Sorry. Horrible poem. Can't help it. I had to tell you this. It is again a very poor, bad decision on the part of the Indian selectors, on the part of Ajit Agarkar, on the part of Rohit Sharma, all of you. Taking Mohammad Shami right now is a very, very ridiculous decision. Arshdeep Singh should have been there. So it is very important that these things are acknowledged. The final position is, of course, Mohammad Siraj, and I think that is a correct inclusion because right now we don't have any mainstays. So if you're asking me about bowling, the two key bowlers I can think of is Bumrah and Mohammad Siraj. But I'll tell you something more. I think Arshdeep Singh is a better bowler than Mohammad Siraj. And judging by his present form, he would have been an asset to the Indian cricket team. Not taking Arshdeep Singh, not taking Ravi Bishnoi, not taking Chahal, not taking Rituraj Gaikwad is a serious error on the part of the selectors, which has completely upset the balance of the team. And the notable names which have been included, which stand out and which shouldn't have been there in the Indian cricket team are KL Rahul, Akshar Patel, Mohammad Shami, and Shardul Thakur. These four names. I can even include Shubman Gill there because Shubman Gill right now is really not delivering. You cannot rest on your laurels, and you play horrible 5, 6, 7 matches, you don't deliver. You think, okay, fine, I can keep on playing. That's not the way how things work out. It cannot be just you keep on failing through the whole World Cup, and then some bilateral series comes and you make 200 runs. Wow, we gave you time. See, he has delivered. What he has delivered here? We've lost the World Cup only. That's not the way things function. I think Shubman Gill should have been taken out also. We would have had a variety of options. We've got some excellent players who could have been there in the team. It is a complete hogwash right now. Nothing else. It is a complete disaster what we see with the Indian cricket team now. All we can do is we can pray. That is the best we can do. We can pray and we can hope that we can still somehow win, because out of these 15 members there are 4 who are complete passengers. I feel complete passengers, 4 to 5 people. So if you take 15 people and you take out 5 people, then there are 10 people. So of course with 10 people also you can win, and those 10 people are still okay. I wouldn't say they are like great, but how will those 10 people perform? Those 10 people can perform only when you are ably supported by other players, which is missing here. Kuldeep Yadav is more potent and lethal with Chahal coming from the other side. He's not as good as his best if Chahal is not from the other side. They both can complement each other. They both could have complemented each other, but you didn't. You didn't take him. Rituraj Gaikwad up the order with maybe Shubman Gill or somebody, or Rohit Sharma, I don't know, would have been an excellent choice right now, judging by his present form. Not taken. Are you dreaming? This guy is one of the best opening batsmen for India, and you're not taking him. Are you guys blind? Can't you see his talent? Ravi Bishnoi, one of the best bowlers I've watched, with the most unusual action, and he gives his 100% in every match. Not taken. Arshdeep Singh, look at his record. I don't want to say anything. Look at his record. Put it beside Mohammad Siraj, Mohammad Shami. Put it beside them. Put it beside both of them. Put Arshdeep Singh beside Mohammad Shami, Mohammad Siraj. Jasprit Bumrah I'm not taking because he was out of action for a long time. Recent record. Where does he stand? International matches. You realize you are all making a massive, massive mistake, which and a left-arm fast bowler would have been great. Would have been just a very lethal combination under these circumstances. We have nothing. We've got military medium in Mohammad Shami. Mohammad Siraj also is really not at the top peak speeds. The only player who can pose some trouble is Jasprit Bumrah. There's nobody else. It is a very, very serious situation for the Indian cricket team. We will have to rely a lot on superhuman efforts by single individuals to win matches. Put the opposition to bat, chase it, and chase it well, you know. Because we do have a lot of match winners here. Rohit Sharma on his day can do wonders. Virat Kohli, Shreya Shayar, Ishan Kishan, Surya Kumar Yadav, Hardik Pandya, Jadeja, all these players are really great when it comes to chasing. So that's the only key we have. But if we bat first and we bowl next, things aren't too rosy, you know. It will be a little difficult. So hopefully we can get over this again. Despite all my criticism, I really wish the very best to the Indian cricket team. We want you to win the World Cup. That's the reason why we are so passionate about the sports. We as fans, we want you to go ahead and win the World Cup, and it's been a long time. We are the richest nation when it comes to cricket. I'm talking about the board. BCCI is the richest body ever, and you cannot go ahead and create one side which can get the World Cup for us Indians. If you have heard my words, stop being defensive and acknowledge the mistakes you have done. It has happened, can't help it. If you can actually change the team, try and change it. Even if that doesn't happen, please go ahead and give your best. And that goes for each and every individual in the cricket team. I've talked a little, like you can say, rubbish about some of the players. If you guys are listening to my words, I will say, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. So that I'll have to hold my tongue forever. So Rohit Sharma, Shubman Gill, Shardul Thakur, KL Rahul, Mohammad Shami, deliver. Give your best performance. Completely tongue tie me. I will be the happiest person on earth. Otherwise, to BCCI, Ajit Agarkar, it goes without saying, you left out many deserving players who have really worked hard for this moment. And it's not right, it's not fair. It's a very, very wrong thing to do. And Indian fans are watching. You shouldn't have played with their emotions and their hard work. Rituraj Gaikwad, Ravi Bishnoi, Chahal, Arshdeep Singh, Prasidh Krishnan. He's very accurate, that the bowler. And taking KL Rahul, that is, again, even if you apologize after the World Cup is over and we don't win the World Cup, apology not accepted from BCCI, Ajit Agarkar and co. or Rohit Sharma. Apology not accepted. Definitely not for KL Rahul. What you've done is, it's equal to sin, literally. The whole world is watching. They will not comment. Matthew Eden will not comment over this. He's a good guy, he will never comment. He was asked this question, he didn't comment. He commented, I gave a safe comment. He's a good batsman and all that. But Indian fans, we will not leave you. We are not going to leave you. You better win this World Cup with this mediocre team, or you've had it. This is the last straw. Just playing IPL and drowning yourself with loads of money and doing all this faltubaji, this is not going to carry on for too long. Each and every one of you should be sacked if we have a World Cup debacle. Each and every one of you, starting from Rohit Sharma, Ajit Agarkar, if we lose, you should be sacked, you should be taken out. Because you've played with the emotions of the Indian fans, you've played with the emotions of the Indian players. It is beyond reproach. Anyways, uh, wishing the best to the team. All said and done, Mr. Sobjani signing off. If you like my channel, if you like my words, if you have listened to nearly an hour of what I was saying, please like, share this video, and subscribe to my channel. It will be great. I really don't want anything here. I'm a very chota mota YouTuber, nothing big. But the more you like, share, subscribe, I get more viewers and I can talk about what I feel like. I really feel that whatever I'm saying is very honest, sincere, and truthful. And I will not shy away from doing that. Thank you, everyone. Bye. Good night. Khuda Hafiz. And may India win the World Cup, come what may. Jeeto India. Jai Hind.